Let's start with the latest on the Sewol-ho ferry disaster. It's now into the 23rd day of search operations.
Right. For the latest on the recovery operation and the ongoing investigations, we go live to our Connie Kim at the news center. Connie, fill us in.
Well, Mark and Jinjoo, today is Parents' Day in Korea, and at Paengmok-hang Harbor, which is the closest land area to the accident site, the parents of the missing continue to wait for their children to return to them. Now, no additional bodies have been found since one victim was recovered Wednesday morning. Currently, the confirmed death toll stands at 269, with 35 still unaccounted for. The search efforts will continue in the front part of the sunken vessel's third floor, the central aisle, and the stern of the fourth floor. Now, early this morning at around 2:30 a.m., divers attempted to get inside the Sewol-ho, but high waves hampered their efforts and they had to suspend operations. The weather is expected to get better starting this afternoon, and the tides will be at their calmest at around 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. Now, at that time, it's expected that divers will be able to retrieve more bodies from the water. Officials say the rescue team will attempt to comb through the 64 cabins once more, including restrooms, a cafeteria, and 47 other common areas. They'll also expand their search area to freight cars. Now, outside the ferry, the search will also expand. Authorities have announced that the search areas has increased to up to 80 kilometers from the accident site. So far, the rescue team has found 4 item belongings to victims, items like shoes and clothing on Jinjoo Island. With divers and rescue teams stretched to their limits, their health and well-being is a growing concern. Now, a 48-year-old Coast Guard official who fell ill during the search operations has regained consciousness, according to a local hospital in Mokpo. The man, known only by his surname Chung, lost consciousness yesterday after suffering from a migraine and leg paralysis. Chung was working at the site for the first time. Now, since the rescue operation started 3 weeks ago, 2 rescue personnel have died, one after bumping his head in the early stages of the rescue efforts, and a diver who died earlier this week.
Well, it really is an extremely difficult time down there for the search crews and the divers. They must be absolutely exhausted. Now, the investigations into this tragedy are ongoing. What's new on that front?
Well, Mark, a representative of the Cheongjin Marine Company, Kim Han-sik, was arrested earlier this morning on charges of homicide by negligence. The prosecution had issued an arrest warrant last night for Kim, who is now being transported down to the Incheon District Prosecutor's Office for questioning. And it seems it'll be difficult for Yoo Byung-an, the former Sewol Group chairman and practical owner of the Cheongjin Marine Company, to avoid facing charges. The prosecution has reportedly uncovered evidence that links Yoo to the business operations of the company. Investigators at the Incheon District Prosecutor's Office have found an organizational chart which was used secretly among employees within the company, a chart that is different from the official organizational chart known to the public. Yoo formally denied overtaking any official positions within the company and having any company shares. Now, this chart suggests otherwise. Also, a 10 a.m. deadline for some of Yoo Byung-an's closest aides came and went at a little over 2 hours ago, with none showing up. One of those who were due to appear was Yoo's second son, who is abroad. He may now be forced into the country with the help of the FBI, and Yoo Byung-an and his first son may be summoned first. Also, Captain Lee Jun-seok and the Sewol-ho ferry's key crew members may face another charge for neglecting to answer an attendant's question on whether to direct passengers to get off the ferry. The joint investigation team will look into whether there were any technical problems and whether the captain and his crew members did not answer intentionally.
And Connie, this shouldn't have been repeated. That the number of survivors and the missing has been changed yet again. Tell us more about that.
Well, Jinjoo, the Coast Guard has once again changed its previous data of the rescued and the missing. The chief explained that they believe additional Chinese passengers were on board, with the rescued being adjusted from 174 to 172, and the missing passengers standing at 304 from 302.
The reason why the number has gone up is because we found credit card receipts from 2 Chinese nationals who weren't on the passenger list.
The problem here is that the Coast Guard has confirmed 2 additional passengers but did not release the increased number of missing passengers. So far, they have released the number of victims and not the missing, and said it has taken some time to track down the exact number of missing passengers. Well, this is all from me for now, but I'll be back with more updates in about 2 hours.